Hello. Welcome to another Biddles Investment Group production where we think big, dream big. We have the brain right here. And today I want to discuss tariffs and possible recession, what economists are predicting. So I'm going to share my screen here. We're going to get into it. That's the dog there. It's okay, lady. It's raining. So she's afraid of the rain, but let's go ahead and jump in, start from the beginning. I'm going to move this out of the way. So welcome again, Biddles Investment Group. We like to think big, dream big. Again, we're here. Tariff impacts and preparing for a potential recession. So we want to understand the predictions that economists are presenting. Donald Trump today, he initiated tariffs. I believe he's going to do that at midnight. And so we want to prepare for economic uncertainty, and I am here to help you prepare for that economic uncertainty. So, as an overview, welcome again. I wanted to share some things with you. Economists are predicting a quarter three or quarter four recession due to tariffs or a trade war. Goldman Sachs says that there is now a 35% chance of a recession. The S&P Global forecasts a growth slowdown. And Yale's Budget Lab says auto tariffs will raise new car prices by an average of $6,400. Our source here is Intelligencer. Feel free to go to that source. It's published April 1st, 2025. Stagflation. So I do want to talk about stagflation because we do get into that. So stagflation is a combination of high inflation, stagnant economic growth, and elevated unemployment. Tariffs could lead to stagflation, but they also could have positive effects. So we don't want to negate the positive effects. So Chief Economic Officer at Alliance says that Trump's tariffs could result in one of two outcomes. Either the affected countries will quickly agree to rules that we have set out and would make for a fairer trading system. So those are his words. Or those countries will institute their own reciprocal tariffs on the United States, which would result in several rounds of tit for tat tariffs and ultimately stagflation. So this is a little educational piece, but we're definitely going to dig into what you can do to prepare. So definitely stay tuned. We just want to set you up with the information. As far as consumer spending, tariffs make everyday things cost more. And so we noted that with the car or autos and the prediction of autos, new automobiles costing an extra $6,400. So you might also be paying extra for your favorite snacks. I know I won't name the brand, but I love potato chips, and you know, they are absolutely ridiculous prices right now. So higher prices equal less shopping, which means that the economy will slow down. So what can we do? We can compare prices. We want to use cashback apps, coupons. I know Capital One has a app that you can integrate into your web browser and they help you save. There are multiple other apps that you can integrate into your web browser and they'll help you save. We want to shop during sales, and we also want to budget wisely. If you don't know how to budget, there is a budget course on this channel. Go take a look at it. There's also a savings course and an investment course, excuse me. So we want to integrate a little bit of humor because we don't want to bore you, but we would definitely want to save like a squirrel preparing for the winter without the acorns. Corporate profits, and these are all impacts, right? So corporate profits, businesses are going to face higher costs. Profits are going to get squeezed, which mean that businesses may lay off workers, or there may be less hiring in order for that business to cut costs. So what happens when workers are laid off? They're going to spend less money in the economy. When profits are down, those fancy coffee machines, they disappear. Ha, little humor. So a reduction in government and or corporate workers. Now, what do we know? We know that there has been a huge reduction in government workers. And so any reduction in the employment base is going to lower tax revenue. There are going to be budget cuts. And so budget cuts will lead to job losses or wage freezes. Government and or corporate spending may slow, which will affect services. Even the potholes are taking a pay cut. Ha! So, little humor. So, this is a humorous way of saying that even things that would normally be considered permanent or unchanging are now experiencing a decline or reduction, implying a widespread sense of economic hardship or something negative. What's the economic impact? Volatility in the market. So we clearly see that in the stock market. There's slowing GDP, which is gross domestic product, which is what countries measure as how they grow. And there will be an increased demand for safe assets. So we want to park our money in safe assets, and we'll cover that as well. So right now, it's like the economy decided to ride a roller coaster and we have no seatbelt, right? We're just on the ride without a seatbelt. Imagine that. So let's discuss some tariff resistant investments. Inverse ETFs, very dangerous, very volatile. We do cover that in the video. Please go visit the video so that you can understand the risk. High yield savings, that's going to be very safe. Dividend paying stocks. Stocks have been beat up right now. So you can probably get a good price on a dividend paying stock. AGNC is one that I'm invested in, not a personal plug, but they do have about a 14% dividend. There are other great stocks that also offer a dividend, things that you buy every day. And we can cover that. Just drop a comment and we'll cover the dividend paying stocks that you would want to get into. Treasury bonds. Treasury bonds, pretty safe. And international ETFs, which have been performing well as of late. International ETFs, I believe, have provided a return of about 6%, whereas all of our indexes here, the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P have pulled back roughly about 10% or more. We definitely want to diversify our portfolio so that we can stay resilient. And if you're not investing, we get into everyday practical tips that you can use so you can set yourself up for success. Digging a little bit into diversifying investments, we want to spread our money across stocks, bonds, real estate. We want to be in defensive investments, dividend paying stocks, bonds, consumer defensive, utilities. We don't want to put all of our eggs in one basket, unless you love scrambled eggs. A little humor. Ha, you know, try to make it a little funny because this is some heavy stuff here. This is heavy topics, very educational, and so we want to, loosen it up a bit. We want to build our emergency savings. We want to save 6 to 12 months of expenses in a high yield account. We want to automate savings and cut unnecessary subscriptions. So all those, we won't name them, but we know the streaming services, some we may or may not use. We probably also have delivery services that we may or may not need, or maybe we want to reduce the amount of that delivery because we might have duplicate items uh, that we have in the pantry or elsewhere in the home. Start small, but make it a priority. We want to pay down debt. Focus on high interest debt, credit cards, payday loans. And we have a short clip on payday loans. You don't want to be in those. The interest rates are very high. We want to reduce debt because it's going to give us some breathing room during these tough times. Uh, and they can possibly get tougher. We want to use the debt snowball method, negotiate lower interest rates. And so debt is like an ex who won't stop calling. So it's time to cut the ties. We know about that. I want to dig a little bit into the debt snowball method. This is just a brief. We want to list our debts in order from smallest to largest. We want to attack the smallest debt, and make minimum payments on the rest. How? We get extra money. How do we get extra money? We lower expenses. We cut my prop. We cut spending. We sell stuff. We nab a side hustle. All of you are talented and gifted. Some of you are passionate about various things, and you can get paid for those things. Hobbies. Once the smallest debt is gone, it's going to give us a sense of accomplishment. And so we pack that payment and the extra money onto the next smallest. And we keep rinsing and repeating until we are debt free. We want to improve job security. Keep your resume updated. Build your network. Upgrade your skills through courses or certifications. I know Verizon Small Business, they have free courses. SCORE, they have free courses. It's a SBA Office of Retired Executives, SCORE.org. We want to build a professional network, and we want to stay relevant in our field. Be the person that they can't afford to fire, like the one who knows where the coffee is stopped. Small, light joke, but you get the point. Stay informed. Keep track of economic trends. So you can tune into our station, Biddles Group. You can tune into Mike Pear Money. They've got courses. They will teach you how to change your mindset so that you can manage your money better, budget better, save better, and set yourself up for financial success. We also offer a few courses as well. And we definitely want to adjust our strategies. If you're investing, we have a weekly webinar. We'll plug that somewhere in this presentation or video. And if you're not investing, we can get you to a point where you are ready to invest. But first, we got to establish a budget. We have to save, pay down debt, and then build up that additional income. We want to join financial forums or for diverse perspectives. We want to rely on reliable sources over clickbait headlines. We want to explore alternative income streams. I've got a great example in the next slide where it's definitely going to make sense to you. But freelancing, side hustles, online businesses, selling on Amazon. What are you good at? Do you like to sew, crochet? Are you a basketball coach? Can you instill skills? Are you a tutor? Can you start a tutoring business? So various things. You just have to figure out what hobbies you have. Are you good at gardening? Many people would like to know how to be successful gardeners or even breed, and grow successful houseplants. Many people's houseplants die. We want to rent out And it's no shot to those people. It's definitely hard. Take care of some houseplants. We want to rent out unused items or monetize hobbies. Diversifying the income will provide for a better financial future and better financial stability. So let's look at this here. This is a graphic we've got right here. So let's say we've just been employed. We have an employer. We have, and these are tables here. So we see tables. Let's say we're employed. If we have an employer and that's our only source of income, we gotta go back, sorry. And that's our only source of income. What happens when this income potentially goes away? The table falls. Now, if we set ourselves up with additional income streams from your hobbies, your passions, what you are knowledgeable about, now we have multiple income streams. So if we take one of these income streams away, and I was going to demonstrate that, but it's going to click to the next slide. But if we take one away, the table might be a little wobbly, but it's still standing. And that's what we want. We want to still be standing. So, in conclusion, preparation is key. We want to diversify. We want to save. We want to pay down debt. We want to improve skills, stay informed, and use our practical everyday tips. Even when the economy is down, your hustle doesn't have to be. We're signing off here at Biddles Investment Group. We will throw some resources at the end of the video that are helpful for you that you can utilize. And I appreciate your time. I just wanted to pop in and let you know what's exactly happening, what it means, and how we can prepare for that. Thank you.